What is going on, Internet? Welcome to my Saturday show. My name is Fleming, and this is the show where I talk about all the stuff from the last couple of days that I thought was interesting. That being said, I have a lot of questions for you guys today, a lot of things to cover, so let's jump right in. The first thing I want to get into today is probably the reason why most of you clicked on today's video, and that is that Amanda Bynes has gone ahead and done something crazy. No, we're not quite at this level of crazy yet, but Amanda Bynes did find an interesting way to celebrate May Day by posting pictures of herself topless on her Twitter. I'm not going to go ahead and post pictures because I don't really want to get sued. You can go check them out yourself though on Twitter, @Amanda Bynes, because she still has not taken them down. When confronted with the pictures, Amanda's official response was, "I'm not crazy," which brings me to my first question of the day. Why do all child stars end up going crazy? I mean, Neil Patrick Harris is fine, but what happened to everyone else? My next story comes from Eric Schmidt, one of Google's executives. When asked over the weekend if he ever thought that the internet would be able to take out television, Eric replied that he believes that this has already happened. The facts are as follows. YouTube has over 1 billion unique visitors every single month, and during that month, those 1 billion people view over 6 billion hours of video. This 6 billion hours of video pulls in almost $2 billion in ad revenue for YouTube, as compared to the $15 billion that companies like CBS or Viacom pull in. I'm not 100% convinced that television is quote-unquote dead quite yet, but I do recognize that there is a change in where we're getting our entertainment. One good example of this shift is Netflix's series House of Cards, which has brought in over $1 billion in new revenue and has never been aired on television. Also, Game of Thrones has recently become the most pirated television show of all time. Part of that is because people don't have access to HBO. I know that I personally always watch Game of Thrones on HBO Go, and I don't even have an HBO service on my television. That brings me to my second question of the day. What do you guys think is going on in this battle between the internet and television? Is television going to go the way of the dinosaur? Has it already happened? Leave your comments and ideas in the comment section down below. That brings me to my next story of the day. Some of you guys may have seen this video on the internet of a homeless man who can make his mustache dance like a caterpillar. The video has over 1 million views and was posted by YouTube user whatever. As always, links in the comment section down below. I remember thinking while watching the video, is it fair for someone who runs a monetized YouTube account to make money on a homeless person and their talents? Well, the other day, Whatever posted this video of them going back to the man and giving him $3,000 that they raised through a crowdfunding campaign. This is another awesome example of people from the internet getting together to make a major impact in someone's life. However, that's not always the case, and thus brings me to my third question of the day. What do you guys think about YouTubers making money off of videos of other people's talents, or maybe even videos of people that don't even know how successful those videos have become? Once again, leave your comments in the section down below and let me know how you think. My next story comes from Staples' announcement that they will be one of the first retailers to carry 3D printers on their website as well as in their retail stores. By the end of the month, the Cube 3D printer will be available in all Staples stores to be purchased off the shelf for $1,300. For those of you that aren't familiar with the concept of 3D printers, it's basically a technology that allows you to print simple plastic objects that are 3D in your home. It's essentially a step down from that magic printing device that they had in Star Trek. However, this announcement that Staples will be carrying these machines comes at the same time as Cody Wilson, the owner of PrintableGun.com, made the announcement that their first 3D printable gun has been successfully designed. The gun that Cody Wilson was able to create, called the Liberator, is a single-shot 22 long rifle handgun and has the capacity to be printed on any home 3D printer. Cody Wilson is a University of Texas law student, and to be completely honest, is a bit of an anarchist. He is very proud of his new design because, in his words, it has allowed him to make every bullet potentially a weapon. This situation brings me to, you guessed it, my fourth question of the day, and that is, what do you guys think of this technology? How should the US government handle it? How should all the governments of the world handle it? Personally, I am very pro-gun, but I don't really know exactly how to feel about any person being able to print a gun off in their own home. My last story of the day comes from New York, where a PhD student studying electronic arts named Heather Dewey Hagborg has found a way to take your discarded gum and turn it into a picture of your face. Using discarded gum, cigarette butts, and other things that she's found in the streets of New York, Heather has been able to extract and sequence people's DNA. Using that DNA, Heather has been able to determine ancestry, eye color, gender, and other facial morphology traits, and use computer software to create these sculptures. There's no way to determine exactly how accurate these facial reconstructions are because the donors are anonymous. However, a Delaware medical examiner recently reached out to Heather with assistance on solving a 20-year cold case. Anyway, that's all I had to talk about in today's video. I'm going to leave you guys with this video that ended up getting 33 students suspended from the Scripps Ranch High School in San Diego. Before I finish up though, I want to give a quick shout out to Alex Trutko from Arlington, Virginia for sending me an article for today's show. If you have something that you want me to talk about, leave it in the comment section down below or post it on my Facebook page, and if I use it, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Unfortunately guys, next Saturday I will not be doing an episode of my new show, but I will do an episode on Monday and Wednesday. That being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, make sure you tell your friends about everything that's going on, and I will see you guys on Monday.